Hello everyone, and it's been about time that we needed to do another one of those. Oh, my apologies for this, I'm being very unprofessional right now. And there we go. Today we are fresh installing Skyrim, downgrading it down to 1.597 version, and installing script extender. We are doing those three things today. Before we start the video, I want to make something perfectly clear to you. This video is going to be a full guide tutorial of how you can successfully install Skyrim Special Edition. I'm gonna show you all of the ways around, all of the tricks, all of the things you need to do in order to have a successful career when it comes to modding Skyrim. Now, I know what you're thinking. Every YouTube video should be classy, with comedy and nice cuts and things like that. This video is going to be the exact opposite. This is going to be the most boring, exhausting video that you will have to watch. I know everybody is suffering from ADHD, but I'm gonna go through step by step how to mod Skyrim. One last thing before we start, actually two more things, really quick. I have to put this out of the way, those are going to be long videos, guys. So again, first of all, throw a like, subscribe, support Kavou, it helps a lot. Second thing is, I am modding Skyrim in a way where we're going to put all of the core engine type of mods on, and then I'm going to cover some secondary things. Essentially, we're going to have a 200-ish type of mod list where Skyrim will run flawlessly while showing you how to run it. Again, you can pick my guides, I don't know how many episodes of this I'm gonna do, and you can essentially mod Skyrim the way you want to mod it. You can use my videos as the foundations because I've spent a healthy amount of time modding Skyrim. The first thing we need to do, this is step 1, put your pants on because this is where the video begins. I am going to make this video like I'm explaining to my cousin Carlos how to mod his game. My cousin Carlos, guys, he's not very good at modding Skyrim, so I'm gonna make this extremely simplified. I am going to use Vortex. Vortex is a mod manager I don't usually use. I only use it for Skyrim, Mountain Blade, and a few other games. Skyrim is very simple. You don't really need to use Mod Organizer 2, which is another mod organizer essentially, much more better in my opinion. Vortex is nice because it is automated and it's extremely beginner friendly if you're going to follow my tips. So we're using Vortex. You're going to go to Vortex Mod Manager, click on this crap, the first thing you're gonna find, and essentially download this, make an account, and be done with it. Once you're done with this, habunka, you have Vortex. You see this whole thing over here, ignore most of the messages that will pop, just like in real life, ask later, and you see this icon over here, the little screwdriver, God bless the Switch for that, click on it, and this is essentially where you see that I have mods on and all of my stuff. I'm showing you this because this is extremely important. We are going to do a fresh installation of Skyrim, and usually your Vortex should look completely empty, just like your social life. Go back to Steam, go back to Skyrim, and this is extremely important. We need to learn how to get access through our files. Right click on Skyrim Special Edition, and I'm going to do something extremely important here, so pay close attention. Go to Manage and go to Browse Local Files. You're gonna have this right here, and it might not look like what you see on the screen because my Skyrim right now is modded from what you've seen on my previous videos. Essentially, before anything, go to your Skyrim executable as you see here, the one I have clicked, right click on it and go to Properties. Go to Details, and here you can see the version of Skyrim you are running. This is so important, so many people don't know how to check their version of the Skyrim, which is the most simple thing in the world. We're going to install 1.5.97, and you might ask, Kavou, why install that version? 1.5.97 essentially is the Exodia when it comes to Skyrim modding, and what I mean with that, Exodia is very powerful, so is the 1.597. If we're having 1.597, the version I am going to use here, every single mod in the Nexus, I swear to my Greek ancestors, is going to work with Skyrim. For instance, if you want to mod Anniversary Edition right now, the Quick Loot mod, which is a very important mod to have, doesn't work with it, or many other UI type of mods, or many gameplay mods. And have in mind, Todd Howard is going to crash Skyrim in a few months from now, so it's important to know how to install Skyrim, mod it, and downgrade. So we are doing that as well. So the next thing I want you to do is select everything you have here on your Skyrim and delete it. completely remove it, let it be gone. We're going to delete everything, have a fresh installation. We have nothing inside our Skyrim folder. If you're having Vortex installed, what you need to do is select all of your mods that you have and delete everything. And let Vortex essentially delete all of the stuff that we have. Now let Vortex cook, go back to Skyrim, right click on it and click uninstall and uninstall Skyrim. Now click install, select the driver you want to have, something that is going to run an SSD which is going to make the loading screens much more faster, something I would recommend, and again click install. And now this is going to give us a fresh installation of Skyrim that is going to have all of the vanilla files that we are going to downgrade after this. This is going to take quite some time, so again do something nice with your life. We are back and Skyrim is installed. This is exactly how the vanilla files should look like. You need to always launch the game to run the ini files. Go back to Steam and click play. We can get the ini files to be cooked, and here the game is launched. If you have any creation club stuff, you can click on the creations and get it downloaded, but you can go ahead and do that. I will go to options and I will simply click download all on creation club creations, and again that's gonna take a while, so I will see you guys later. Go ahead and press the window key and the R key, and you will find this text down on the left. And you want to type down the exact same thing I've typed. I'm gonna have this in the video description, so go ahead and copy paste. Click OK and you will get this window. In order to downgrade to 1.597, you will use the codes that I am going to use, which again you can find them down in the video description. Put this here and click enter. This is going to generate a file that will be downloaded. Do the same thing for the second and the third command. And we need those three codes in order to get our game fully downgraded. Now, do you see the size of this one? It's 7 gigabytes and the first one is almost 4. It's gonna take around, from my experience, and again I've done this multiple times, it's going to take around half an hour for Steam to get those files. Once those files are downloaded, we are going to extract those into our Skyrim, aka where our files are located. The first file, which is the smaller one, it tells you where it has been saved, so you can use that to find the depot. But I'm gonna wait for all of those to be downloaded so we can grab all of them at the same time. We have all of the files installed, so what we need to do, we need to copy the input of those files, go to whichever disk those were saved and copy paste it. It's on Steam, it's on Steam apps, content, app, and here we have all of the depots. So what you need to do, you need to grab each one of those and install them. So I'm gonna put here this window with all of the files we have, and on the right I am going to put our Skyrim, or where our files are. Again, if you don't know how to go to your files in Skyrim, that's fine. Go to library, right click on Skyrim and go to browse local files. Grab the data and literally drop it on your Skyrim folder and click replace. Let it replace everything. The first depot has been managed. Go to the second one and grab everything in this and drop it inside. Click replace and wait for it to replace everything. Once this process is complete, we are going to do the exact same thing on the third file. That's how you downgrade Skyrim. Go to the last depot and drag and drop the Skyrim executable and click replace, and now we have all of those files installed. The last thing we need to do, go back to Steam, go to Skyrim, go to installed files, click browse, and let's move back a bit to view files. Go to where your Skyrim is installed. For me it's on my disk D, and copy paste the app manifest, this crap over here, whatever it is called, and find this. It should be installed where your Skyrim is. It's kinda random, so I just put the name on the search bar and I've got it. It's gonna take a while. Right click on on it, click on Properties, select Read Only. This is gonna make it where if you are clicking on the Read Only, our Skyrim will not be able to be updated to any version when we launch it. That's pretty much it. Let's check the Skyrim now. Click play to see if it works. There we go. And look at this, guys. Do you look at this? This is beautiful. We have installed successfully. You have, by the way, not me. We have done it together. 1.597. The most, what's a funny word? Let me know down in the comment section. The best version when it comes to having all of the mods working with Skyrim. Another way to check which version of Skyrim you have, as I've shown you in the start of the video, we go to Manage, we go to Browse Local Files, you go to the Skyrim executable, go to Properties, go to Details, and Pahunkas. Here we have it, 1.597. We have successfully managed to install Skyrim Special Edition. I'm gonna pause this video now because it's 4 AM and in 2 hours from now I will actually have to leave for work.
The things I do for love.
Shows you the dedication I am putting down for you guys. On the next part, we're going to install the script extender and few mods here and there just to play, muddy the waters if I may, with Skyrim and what awaits. That being said, I will see you soon. I am a very old school guy, in case you guys cannot tell. I know you can download the script extender through Nexus, but just to make this 100% accurate and 100% successful for you, we are going to use the Silverlock link. I am going to download this file over here for 1.597. Go ahead and download this and extract this. Right click it, and here we have it, the SKC extract. Click on it, open it, and here we have a bunch of content. Again, in case you don't know how to do it, go back to Skyrim, go to Manage, go to Browse Local Files, and here we have opened our Skyrim files. I'm gonna put the SKC stuff on the left, and you want to grab everything and move it where Skyrim is. Now, anytime you are going to launch Skyrim, you should be launching it with the SKC. So go ahead and do that. Launch it with the script extender. And one last thing, this is a program called Loot. And Loot is a program that is gonna tell you how many plugins you have. You can see the active plugins. Essentially, this is my creation club content and all of the Skyrim total stuff. We're gonna go ahead here and click sort plugins. This program is going to sort our load order, and since I am very careful with what mods I'm using, Loot is going to be the perfect tool to sort our load order. I'm gonna give you a link to download this, and you don't have to put this into Nexus or anything. This is a completely different program that we are going to run and have Skyrim work like this. Another thing you might have seen, and I'm doing this and we're closing the video. I'm sorry if the video is very boring and very long, but those steps are so important. I don't see many YouTubers, at least when it comes to Skyrim or content creators, talk about those. The last step we need to do to finish the video and go home is that you have noticed there is a bunch of dirty files, aka the yellow stuff. Yellow is a nice color, but not when it comes to this. You don't want to see yellow things and deleted references and nave messes and all of that. What I recommend you to do is to download a program called SSEdit. You can find this again on the Nexus with a link I will have for you. There is a newest version even. Go ahead and run the auto clean mode. If you get a pumped up message when you open this, it's fine. It's a 10-second mark timer for the mod author to essentially kindly ask you to donate to him. Close this up, and then you have this crap over here. You might say, oh my god, Kavou, what am I going to do? This tracks all of your plugins. It shows you what is an ESM, what is an ESL, but I'm not gonna make this too complicated. I'm gonna show you, for instance, we're going to use this to clean those files. Because the main files, the update, the downgrade and the head files are extremely big, I'm going to grab something smaller. For instance, let's grab the Dragonborn DLC. I am going to select only the Dragonborn DLC and nothing else, and I'm going to click OK. The program is going to cook, it's gonna grab all of the files and essentially clean them up. Do absolutely nothing, watch this screen and self-reflect on your life. This is done, and here it is. What you need to do next? Very simple, just close the program. Do you remember the Dragonborn being dirty? Look what happens now if I refresh the loot and click sort plugins. Click OK and boom, Dragonborn and Sam is now clean. We have to do this for every single one of those files, because if you are not going to do that, you're gonna encounter glitches, lost nave messes, crashes, a bunch of those things. It's an extremely important thing to do, and with that being said guys, I'm gonna close the video and go to sleep. Next video we are installing some of the core mods and all of that. Ask me anything you want down in the comment section, and with that being out of the way, thank you for watching and happy modding.